The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored on behalf of Gusto by Tips on TV.
The rising cost of healthcare is a growing challenge for small businesses, and a lot of employers are struggling to keep up. Premiums are expected, listen to this, to see the biggest jump in 15 years, putting coverage at risk for millions of workers. So joining us now is economist Dr. Andrew Chamberlain from Gusto. It's a platform that helps small businesses with payroll, benefits, and more. He's here to break down the numbers and what folks can do to help stay ahead. We're happy he's with us. Dr. Chamberlain, good morning.
Thanks for having me, Rosie.
All right, just how big of a challenge is rising healthcare costs, Dr. Chamberlain?
Well, as you say, it's an enormous challenge. Next year, health premiums for small business are expected to rise 10 to 30%, biggest increase in 15 years. But that's stacked on top of what our research found, which is that since 2022, even after adjusting for inflation, these costs are up 13% for small businesses. So it's a huge challenge. However, what's interesting is that despite these massive cost increases, the share of small businesses offering insurance to their employees hasn't budged. These companies are finding a way to make it work and take care of their employees.
Oh, I love to hear that. But I do feel bad because I know sometimes small businesses can have small margins as well. So who's feeling the rising costs the most?
Well, unfortunately, the biggest burdens are hitting the smallest small businesses with 2 to 5 employees. Now, these are mostly small local mom and pop shops. We've seen costs increase 18% since 2022 after inflation for these folks. So that's up to $8,500 per employee per year. It's a huge extra burden these tiny companies have to carry.
Absolutely. So what are they doing to adapt to some of these rising healthcare costs?
Well, we're seeing companies definitely get creative. We're seeing them rethink benefits to try to put more control over costs into the hands of employees. So sometimes this means shifting toward what are called level funded plans. These are health insurance where it's tailored specifically to the health needs of your employees. Sometimes it means moving to a health reimbursement arrangement, and other times moving to a high deductible health insurance plan. So at Gusto, my most important message is that offering health benefits to your employees, it doesn't have to be an all or nothing decision. There's a whole spectrum, and we can always find a plan that fits any budget and doesn't break the bank.
I love to hear that. And what are some ways that small businesses can keep benefits affordable so that they can keep offering them to their workers without having to cut back?
Well, you don't necessarily have to spend more, but you got to spend smarter. And so at Gusto, what we try to do is give companies control over cost through flexibility and choice. Now, to make this work, you got to go talk to your people. You got to talk to them and figure out what benefits they really want and which they don't care about. And then you can find a package that fits them better. So in some cases, that means moving to a level funded plan or a high deductible plan. In other cases, it means filling out the benefits package with things like vision, dental, and mental health benefits. Those things are so much more affordable than traditional health insurance, and they offer a big bang for the buck in terms of employee satisfaction.
That's good to know. Okay, any tax strategies that you can share with us small businesses can help use to offset costs?
Absolutely. There are tax strategies, and they are frequently overlooked. So a big one that's a no-brainer is making pre-tax contributions to health premiums. That saves money both for the business and for employees. Secondly, is that there's a federal healthcare small business tax credit that many companies qualify for. They may not even realize, and so it's often underused. And then finally, if you can only offer a high deductible plan, you might as well go ahead and offer a health savings account to your employees to let them put away money on a pre-tax basis. So at Gusto, we don't expect every business to be a tax expert. Our tools automate much of this, and our goal is to make sure no money is ever left on the table for small business.
Really good points here. Okay, so where can small business owners go today for more info?
Well, your first stop is talk to your tax advisor, and then come visit us at gusto.com/benefits. We've got all the tools there to help you navigate this crazy cost environment and piece together a benefits package that takes care of your people and fits your budget.
Dr. Chamberlain, we appreciate your expertise. Thank you.
Thanks, Rosie.
The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored on behalf of Gusto by Tips on TV.